So Labor's won the WA election, and it's the first time in WA's history that any government has maintained government for 3 terms in a row, which is a vote of confidence in their leadership and in how they've been doing, right? So that's good for them, good for the Labor Party. Again, not a big-time Labor fan. I prefer Labor over Liberal, but I hate, the two-party system. I think independents and minor parties are the future and the way to go, you know what I mean? But obviously, we have preferential voting in Australia, and I would prefer a Labor to Liberal. Sort of like saying I'd prefer to get kicked in the shins than the dick. Thank you very much. You know, both are unpleasant, but I want to avoid getting kicked in the dick where I can, you know? So, good thing for the Labor Party. The Greens have done the best they've ever done in any state election. Independents have won a seat over there, like there is an independent over there. Basil Zemplis, who I like, even though he's a Liberal, has won his seat, you know what I mean? He's the old school commentator, one of the best commentators ever to commentate Aussie rules. The biggest takeaway that I am happy with, because it's a very mining sort of focused area, like the economy in WA is propped up by the mines and whatnot, you know what I mean? And so it can have a tendency to lean conservative because of all the money that the mining companies get in there, you know what I mean? And so if Gina Rinehart was going to have a huge influence on politics in the year 2025, it would have started at the WA state election. It would have had an influence there, and people in Western Australia were too smart for her. They were too smart for her propaganda, and they voted according to their interests, not according to her propaganda. And I'm excited for what that says about the federal election coming up as well. I have been concerned that Rinehart and other mining magnates might have been able to bankroll a Peter Dutton-led Conservative campaign that would end up being worse for Australia. And so, yeah, in short, I think the biggest takeaway from the WA state election is that the mining magnates are not in power. They don't have the same ability as the big tech magnates in America. People have been worried that Gina Rinehart's going to do an Elon Musk, basically, and come in and do like a soft takeover and just, put her money in and try and lead the government that way. She doesn't get in the face. She's not a public face of any of her companies because she looks like Jabba the fucking Hutt. But it's like, people have been worried about the ability to just buy an election, and Australians are smarter than that, and the state election proves that, and that brings me great, joy. Good on Australians, good on Western Australians for giving me faith as well, you know? Fuck yeah, us.